we're live. And welcome to Marrowshaft Nights. Come join us on the dark and seedy streets of your favourite city as we dabble with dice and decency. Well, it's great to have you all back, whether you're here for the first time or whether, you've been here for a long time. We're just really glad to have you here on the show. Now then, as ever, we're going to have some fun and play some D&D, but let's get some housekeeping out of the way first. Now then, we are lovely. We're hosted on the amazing Ampersand D20 Twitch stream. So if you don't mind, why not consider hitting the subscribe button? Because it would mean the world to us to have you back. So, if you enjoy yourself tonight at any time, go and track down the subscribe button. If you're watching this on catch up on YouTube in the year like 2042, also hit the subscribe button. Elon will be running the world at that point. So I'm sorry about that. What else have we got to do? We've got to plug all sorts of things. The Ampersand D20 Discord channel. If you want to chat about anything that you see across the course of this show, get your ass over to the Ampersand D20 Discord channel and have yourself a merry old time. It is full of some wonderful content creators. Not only some of these amazing people who you see on your screen in front of you, who I will introduce, but also a whole smorgasbord of other wonderful creative individuals who you would be happy to know. So, go and check that out. Right, before I talk any more horse shit, let me introduce these magical individuals. And they're going to tell you who they are, and they're going to tell you a little bit about their character that they play in the wonderful show of Marrowshaft Nights. Now then, in no particular order, I'm just going to pick on somebody. I'm going to pick on Kat. Kat, do you want to tell us all about the wonderful character of Willow?
She's a horse. So,
Horse.
I play Willow, who is a centaur barbarian. So she likes to punch things and hit stuff with her really big axe. And she's also part horse with the horse butt. So she's not particularly intelligent. She's quite strong. She's very loyal. She loves her friends dearly. She's not the cleverest tool, or she's just not clever.
So you're like a horse with roid rage?
Yes, but happy. That's the key. She's very happy. She's very cheerful. She is exuberant.
She'll punch you.
Exuberant.
Exuberantly.
An exuberant horse. All right. Well,
that's my new password, by the way.
Exuberant.
Exuberant horse.
Exuberant horse.
Yes.
Yeah, you wanna watch that whilst typing that into Pornhub. You get some weird shit back. Right, you've heard his voice already. It is the wonderful Cal. Tell the people all about Barty.
Yes, I'm Cal, aka CLTTRPG. I'll be playing Barty, Bartholomew Gwartheg. And he is a currently octopus/squid-faced man, I believe. But normally, up until recently, he was a cow-faced man. He seems to be cycling through various animals facially, and it's causing to be a bit of an issue for him. As we learned, it was a curse by his bog witch ex-wife, who is not happy about something that Barty did. Nevertheless, he travels with his new friends, Theo. Thea's his wife. Solomon and Willow are his new friends. Thea is his wife, and he loves her dearly. And yes, that's Barty. He's a rogue. He's a swindler of sorts, and he currently has, just looking at the little image, an octopus face. There we go, confirmed. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, well, there we go. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Cal. You've heard all about her already. Mash, do you want to introduce Thea?
Hi, I'm Mash. I play Thea, and she's also cursed with being married to Barty.
Oh,
yes.
No need.
She is presently a bard. She's an astral elf. She has lost her powers because she has lost her muse due to being married to Barty, and she is not happy about it. And the more he professes his love for her, the more she hates him. And it's been several sessions, so she's getting a bit mean. She has very little intention of helping everyone, even though she is possibly the most intelligent and most powerful of the group.
If she says so herself. If she says so herself. There you go. You notice, listeners, a lot of the word love banded around there. It seems to be flowing one way. That's a very downhill relationship, I feel, between Barty and Theo. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Let's not dwell. Right. Last but not least, we have the amazing Kalvin. Tell us all about Solomon, Kalvin.
You know, everyone. Yes, I'm Kay. I will be playing Solomon this evening. I say playing Solomon. Last time we saw him, he was passed out from being coated in some sort of poisonous sort of toxin that rendered him unconscious. That's kind of proving the point of why he was sent out into the wider world in general to try and expand his knowledge. But he leapt before he looked, and it didn't serve him well. And now he's all Barty's problem.
Absolutely phenomenal. Okay, no, there you go. Right, that is our 4 protagonists. I am, of course, AJ. You might know me from the Adventurers Anonymous podcast. That's where I normally hang out and do all my DMing. If you don't know the Adventurers Anonymous podcast, get yourself over to wherever you cast your pods and type that in. You can find us there. We've just hit 100 episodes. I just put out a 100th episode this week, so go and check that out. But stay with us for the next couple of hours. We're going to go on a fantasy journey, and we're going to have a shit ton of fun. I must warn you, this probably is about the most inappropriate rendition of Dungeons and Dragons you've ever heard in your life. So let me just bring you up to speed a little bit on what's been going on. Now, our 4 characters here, they originated 4 episodes ago as flatmates. Barty and Theo were downstairs, and Solomon and Willow were upstairs.
Oh.
And let's just say, other way around? Yes, other way around. I'm only the DM. What the fuck do I know? They trashed their flat, and their landlord said that they owed 40,000 gold pieces. Now, there's no way they were going to be able to cover that. But luckily, they got an invitation to go and meet a man called Lascivious Finch. Now, Lascivious Finch is the head, if you will, or the broker of crime in Marrowshaft's underworld. Now, Marrowshaft's underworld is called the Underhelm, and the criminal organization is called the Tattered Circle. And they met Lascivious Finch, who offered them a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do some crime and get paid very well for it. Unfortunately, these 4 fuckwits know absolutely nothing about crime, so Lascivious Finch decided to give them a bit of a test. His test to see whether they were ready for the big jobs in the criminal underworld was to kidnap an animal in Marrowshaft Zoo. Now, the animal in particular is called a naked Giuseppen bunny bear. Now, if you want to imagine a giant bear, but naked as the day it was born, almost like a sumo wrestler, a large beast, maybe about a ton in weight, all shiny and greasy. You've probably then imagined something akin to a Giuseppen naked bunny bear. Well, that's what they were supposed to be kidnapping. So our 4 friends here broke into the zoo in the middle of the night, quite badly, injuring not only themselves but also some of the animals, and wandered around. Having met the bear, they saw the scale of it and panicked. Christ knows what they actually thought it was, but they saw that it was 1 ton in weight and decided to split 50-50. Now, Thea and Willow used Speak with Animals to talk to the naked Giuseppen bunny bear, and let's just say it didn't go so well. The bear, not the most intelligent of creatures, basically just said that it was hungry and would like its back scratched, and then proceeded to break its stick that it was using to scratch its back. And that's about as far as they got towards kidnapping the bear. The real drama lies within, dear listeners, with the other 2 fuckwits, Barty and Solomon, who went to they discovered within the zoo that there was a conservatory, a greenhouse, if you will, that was full of poisonous plants, showcasing some of the most dangerous plants that were to be found anywhere in the vicinity of Marrowshaft. And in they went, ignoring all the safety rails, picking the lock and breaking in the middle of the night, underneath the sheet glass of the greenhouse, with the moon shining down, their only form of illumination. Particularly interested in was like a lily that had individual drops, tears if you will, of clear fluid on it, and a giant sign with skull and crossbones on. Now, throwing caution to the wind, Solomon leaned over the railing to try and get a sample of this poisonous plant, maybe to use to incapacitate the naked bunny bear. With Barty hanging onto the back of his trousers as he leant far over the railing. And after several terrible rolls, dear listeners, if you didn't join us for the last episode, the back of Solomon's trousers split, rending with a rip, coming off, and Solomon landed crotch first on top of these dangerous plants, which I will refer to my guide on terrible plants was called. It was called Wetter Wipes Tears. And crushing underneath the form of poor Solomon, he found himself tranquilized, if you will, and in a deep slumber, lying face down in the poisonous plant's greenhouse, as his good friend Barty looked on in shock and awe. And that is where we left last week's episode, and that is exactly the lovely little vignette that we will pick up with this week's episode. So have at it. Oh, and also, this is a 4-part adventure. I know this is part 4, 5 possibly, and these fuckwits have barely come anywhere close to even touching the surface of the storyline that I wrote for them. But yeah, just a mere 4-part story structure that we should be able to wrap up in a
We
tight
gave it a
32
glance
episodes.
with our eyes and thought, you know what, this man has got more in the tank, so let's try and see what else he's got out there.
In Thea's defense, she was hoping Barty would die, not Solomon.
That is so sweet.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead already, am I? Okay, cool.
Yeah, God.
Oh, that's how we're
Yeah.
starting this. Brilliant. We just assume. This is how we started the last episode, with the assumption that I was dead. I'm starting to notice a fucking pattern.
Right.
Can I politely ask, do we have a song?
Oh,
Dude.
shit! Buggery and all the other swear words, listeners. The wonderful Mash wrote a amazing tune, as she always does. I mean, left to her own devices, she just likes strumming on a banjo. So let's give the floor to the wonderful Mash, who has written us another verse in the amazing tune for this show. Price, that was embarrassing. Very sorry, Mash. Have at it.
No, it's cool. It's on YouTube and it's on TikTok and stuff already, so, you know. Yeah, my cut comes in now. When left facing the jam's rage, Solly vaulted from the cage. The Willow thought her friend long gone. We soon found Solomon in Marrowshaft, a humble home where demons came and claimed the throne. In Marrowshaft, all right is wrong and devils sing you songs. The zoo was dark, but I've got my vision to see ahead and protect the mission. Convince the gnome to show us the way, so I guess I saved the day. And much to our DM's dismay, we chose to go our separate ways. The boys, they tried in botany, and the girls diplomacy. An impossible mission the boys had tried, but Solomon fell and will likely die. Talking to the bed didn't help one bit, so we're still in deep dark. Shh. God bless our roles, we are in need, and please forgive these dirty deeds. In Marrowshaft, in Marrowshaft, in Marrowshaft, a humble home where demons came and claimed the throne. In Marrowshaft, all right is wrong, and devils sing you songs. We sing you pretty, pretty songs, we do.
Yeah. I love it.
How good was that? That was filthy. Absolutely amazing.
Cheers,
Well
man.
done, you. That's absolutely brilliant. Go and show that some love, listeners. Also, I forgot to mention before we get into the thick of it, we got a promotion going on. So we've got a little devious plan. We're looking to get 100 subscribers on YouTube. Now, I don't know whether you listen to this show on YouTube, but if you don't manage to catch it all on the night, you can catch up on YouTube. we've said when we hit 100 subscribers, and we're roughly halfway there at the moment on YouTube. When we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to put out a very special one shot that chronicles how these dysfunctional individuals met each other. Maybe like a first date scenario. So if you're interested in seeing like a really awkward first dates kind of one shot, then get yourself over to the YouTube channel of ampersand D20 and subscribe on there to our show. And yeah, when we hit 100, we'll be dropping a very, very, very special one shot. But that's enough of my shite. I'm gonna sit back for a minute and let you wonderful people listen to these players. So have at it.
Is Solly dead?
We should probably start there.
I mean, he's still has hit points. It's fine. As far as I'm aware, he is completely unconscious right now.
Solly, can you hear me? Your crotch, it seems to be in an awkward place right now. And he's asleep. Wonderful. Okay. I would DM. I would like to descend using some form of rope. I'm assuming the one. Oh no, we didn't use a rope. I just held onto him by his back, didn't I?
It was sort of a waist-high metal railing that he was leaning way inappropriately over. So the zoo had put in a safety rail to stop children getting wiped out in this kind of like house of poisons, and you'd leant way over. So you don't need a rope, but you will need I don't know, a bit of safety. So if you want to go in after him. He's literally just in front of you. You can see him. He's not that far in front of you, maybe 5 feet over a small metal railing. So it's going to be some sort of dexterity, so probably acrobatics, I would imagine.
Would you allow if I could hook him some sort of, I don't know if he's got like a belt hole or something that you...
You're holding his belt. He ripped the back of his trousers off.
Yes, that's true. Okay, so he's currently trouserless? I would like to take a crowbar, because I do have a crowbar, and hook it on his underwear and try and fish him out from this tricky situation.
Okay, sure. That's going to be... I tell you what, we're going to make this a two-part thing. Now, this is why I went to DM school for moments like this. Other DMs might quake in the face of this. Fuck this shit. This is par for the course. Right, first of all, I'm going to need you to make a sort of sleight of hand dexterity check to see whether you can get it hoiked on the back of his pants first.
Did I mention that Barty is a hooker duck champion?
You didn't. You didn't.
That's
But,
a 9.
I'm still not going to give you... Right, wow. As you hook your crowbar and yoink, you hear a ripping noise as you rip through the elastic on the back of his simple leather underwear. As you're now staring at his pasty white ass.
Well, this has not improved the situation.
You see the body twitch. You see Solomon's body convulse and twitch in front of you in the moonlight. As a bead of sweat rolls down the side of your face, as you're acutely aware, in a handful of hours, the zoo is going to reopen.
Yes. I will jump down or jump over to him and roll him over and cover my eyes from the view down below, and I will just give him a few slaps across the face. Wake up, my friend, wake up!
As you go to vault over the railing, you hear a cough behind you coming out of the shadows.
Oh. Who's there? Can you help? My friend, he's fallen. We are just simple plant inspectors.
Make me a deception skill check, please, Barty.
That is a 11.
An 11.
You have inspiration from Shiv, by the way.
You. Oh, do you want to use it?
No, I want to see how this goes.
Okay. Stepping as you turn around, you've got one hand on the metal railing looking at the pasty white arse of your friend who's tranquilized himself using poisonous plants in the middle of a greenhouse in a zoo. As you hear a wet, hacking cough behind you, you turn around and out of the shadows, you see the diminutive form of a wizened old turtle lady. Now, Now, for you, I don't know whether you're aware or whether the people who tune into this are aware of what a turtle is. Let me describe it to you. A turtle is a half man, half turtle, or a half human, half turtle. So the form that we're looking at is this wizened old lady with like half moon glasses, who's leaning on a cane with a big shell on her back. She's got tights, one of which is riding down on one leg. As she's almost amused at what's going on. As she leans forward, almost as she walks out of the shadows, you can hear her bones. She's got to that age where she clicks and clacks with her bones as she moves. She's holding a set of pruning shears in one hand, as she's like, "Hello."
Hello there, you kind lady. My friend Solly down there, the plant inspector, he got carried away and took his undergarments off, and as plants excite him so much, and now we're in this situation, and he fell in the excitement. And would you be able to help me? I don't know if he's poisoned or something.
You rolled a 9, right? As she looks at you, she says, "Child, you are not here as any kind of plant inspector. I have been head of this conservatory for decades." She holds out her hand. She says, "A constant Yeeps. Welcome to Yeeps Poison House." As she points to the sign above the door that has her name.
A poison house. Ah. Well, you see, my friend's crotch has been exposed to one of your wonderful plants, and
Yes.
I fear that he may have some sort of, how do I politely put this? Poisoning of the cock.
She giggles. She stifles a little. As you see, she coughs, and a bit of she's got like a wet hacking as she flats it away. As you see, out of the greenhouse, a little fluttering of wings as a tiny robin lands on her shoulder. She's like, "Oh, Prospero," as she just tickles the robin's underbelly. "Your friend has tripped and fallen into what appears to be the wetter wipe tears."
And is that good? Is he going to be well endowed now?
Well, if you would like, we could help him. As she points to her shell, now you see on the back on her shell, she has all sorts of bottles and tinctures and little sacks and things like that. She's like, "Could you reach in back round there?
Yes, of course.
Yellow conical flask."
Yes, of course. I'll do that. And while I'm at it, I'll steal a couple of things while I'm in there.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
God's sake!
This is a big bag. I just rolled a nat 20, 22.
You rolled a nat 20.
I did nat 20 with a 22.
Oh, amazing. Absolutely phenomenal.
Would that allow me to steal the entire bag without her realizing?
You now live in her shell. She's naked. There's just a pruny. No, you idiot.
End of
You
Barty
can't.
Lab.
No, there's not just a pruny elderly turtle lady standing next to you naked. You
I'm suddenly cold.
You steal 32 gold pieces.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Her wedding ring.
Oh, savage.
32 gold pieces. Her wedding ring. You've got a scroll of shocking grasp. And also a letter from her late dead husband called Barnabas, who went to the war and never came back in the Porcine Rebellion.
The Porcine Rebellion. I would like to read the letter because I just want to hear what you've got to say about it.
You can read the letter in your own time. You're not fucking shoplifting off an elderly lady and standing next to her whilst your friend slowly dies in a poison plant house whilst you read a letter in poor handwriting from her dead husband. What kind of monster are you, Callum?
You see what you're
Christ.
leaving me married to?
We're trying to get to 50 subscribers, extra 50 subscribers. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers. Your wife is waiting in the wings.
Yes.
At least he's now got a proper ring for her.
That's true.
It's true. He's just Anyway, she doesn't know.
had
It's the
one
elderly
before.
lady is basically like you pull the yellow conical flask on it. She goes, the cardiac needle. As you look down on her hip as she hands you a cardiac needle, she says, "My knees are not what they used to be. You will have to be careful."
Okay. Yes. Anything you need, just tell me what to do.
As you quickly squirrel away the things you've stolen, almost like a magic trick, like sleight of hand. They just vanish off her. You see, she's worn the ring on her finger for so long that the skin underneath on her finger is discoloured. She has never taken off her wedding ring, even in the death of her husband. Constance Yeeps has been wearing that ring for possibly a decade or more.
Oh, Constance, my friend, what do I do? Do I just jab him with this, or what do I do?
Well, it's a cardiac needle, dumbass.
It does. You do it for me.
I can't. My knees.
Your knees are fine. They're the most beautiful knees I've ever seen. I'll hold you.
I tell you what. You drag him back, and I will administer the antidote.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll try not to rip off any more of his clothes in the process. I will do that. I'll drag him back over to Constance's knees.
Okay. Dear God, this. Why? Why'd you do this to me? Jesus Christ. Make me a strength skill check, please, with disadvantage because you are pulling a butt-naked man out of a bed of poisonous plants in the moonlight in front of a lady you just stole off.
5.
I think that qualifies disadvantage. What?
5.
5. Fuck me. As you drag him out by his ankles. Now, the thing that you need to know about the beds in the poison plant house is lots of shingle. Lots of shingle with plants in. As you pull Solomon across the shingle, you hear a as you pull him out. But when you flip the body of Solomon over, once you've got him out of the bed of poisonous plants, you look and he just has scratches, like his crotch, his genitals, his belly, all the way up to his chest hair. His chin is just like bleeding. We're just going to make a quick roll.
I'm sorry, my friend.
Solomon, could you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh dear.
Oh, I feel bad.
16.
That's a pass. Well done. You take a mere 4 points of slashing damage from the shingle.
Okay. Cool. Tight.
I mean, you're out of it. You don't even know.
I know.
Right. As you've got Solomon out of the bed, you see he's somewhat disheveled, bleeding. You see chemical burns across his crotch where he's crushed the Wetter Wipe lily into himself. You can see the jam injuries on him where he crushed a jam underneath him. As you hand the cardiac needle back to the elderly turtle, Constance, you see her hand shaking. She still hasn't noticed that her wedding ring's missing. As you see her shaking hands, you want me to roll a sleight of hand check? I think she's going to make a pure dexterity check, to be honest. That's how you want it to go, yeah?
I have faith in her. She seems capable.
Okay. She's an elderly lady, so she's got -2 for dexterity. Yeah, she got an 8. You see her hand shaking. She just jabs forward. It bounces off the bone, the plate above his heart, as she goes again, jamming it as you hear it chipping off a rib and finally going in. Solomon, you sit up bolt upright as air bursts back into your lungs as you look down. First at the chemical burns on your own exposed crotch, and then at the slashing damage down your own chest, and then into the gawping face of your friend.
Barty, what happened?
You've got a needle sticking out your chest, by the way.
Who stabbed me?
The turtle.
Adam?
Oh, let me introduce you, Constance. This is my friend Solly. I'm afraid. Sorry, he doesn't usually look quite this dishevelled. Yes.
They're all my clothes.
I took them off. We'll explain later.
She just pulls a handkerchief out of her sleeve and just drapes it across your crotch. Constance Yeeps, purveyor of poisonous plants.
Very nice to meet you.
Lovely.
So, my friend and I, now that he's back conscious, and for the love of God, man, put some trousers on.
You seem to be holding what's left of my.
Well, wrap it around there or something, or get one of those leaves over there. They don't look poisonous.
Constance says, I have a change of clothes in the back. You don't work in a place for 20 years without, having a travel bag.
Of course. Yes, perhaps you could impart your wisdom on my friend Solly here, and lend him your knowledge as to what. And don't read too much into this. What plant poison would be best to knock out a naked Giuseppe bunny bear?
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay. It's pretty good. Oh, fuck's sake. I would like to use my D6 from Shiv, please. I got a 9, just in case anyone's wondering, but now I'm going to add a D6 to that. And that was a 2 to make it 11.
11! She looks at you and says, I've worked here for over 20 years. Why would I help you poison one of the star exhibits in the zoo that has so gratefully employed me for so long?
Good question. Solly?
Yes, I'm still very confused about how I quite ended up where I was. The last I remember, did you say Yeeps?
Yeeps. I tell you what, I will go in the back and get you a change of clothes. As you see her just very slowly hobble. She's leaning very heavily on her stick. Clack, 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 clack. As she slowly goes back through a door in the back that you didn't notice before, leaving both of you in the dark. At this point, it's only fair that we jump across to your two good friends who have been waiting.
Taking up so much time.
Not at all. Right. Here, Willow. You are standing on the edge of the naked Giuseppe bunny bear enclosure. Now, listeners, if you don't know, the naked Giuseppe bunny bear I've already described. Imagine a 1-ton naked bear, pretty thick, like Wayne Rooney. Imagine Wayne Rooney on a tire swing. You're pretty much there. Wayne Rooney, don't come after me. Right, you're there, and it's in a massive enclosure about 20 feet across, and there, which is like down into the ground, and they're on a raised kind of viewing platform all the way around. Now they've already used Speak with Animal, so I think that lasts for about 10 minutes. So just for the sake of whatever, I'll say you've used about 1 minute of it. So you've got about another 9 minutes of talking to this dumbass bear.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He clearly has an itch, right? We can help, but we need him up here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've got... Obviously, Sully's rope is now in there, which is no use. But I do have more rope. And you possibly have rope on you, because all D&D adventure packs have rope in them. Starting base.
If you chose it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Do you have rope? Because I have got rope on me. So we've already lost Sully's into the thing that Sully gave me, but I have another rope. What do you?
I have a disguise kit.
Right. Less useful.
Yes. Okay, so I could, in theory, go down there and get the rope. My question is there another way to get the bear out? Because, like, I know you're incredibly strong, Willow, but this thing is very heavy, and also I'm incredibly weak.
It's going to be way too strong for me. So the options are, I guess, that we either get it out of the pit, or is there, from where we're standing, AJ, can we see if there's an entrance into the enclosure? We can maybe go in and then lead said bunny bear out that way.
Maybe a perception check.
I do one too, please.
Mm-hmm.
Perception. Oofed.
19.
19.
12.
You can see on the far side, where you came from originally, because you've walked
Yeah, I got
180
19.
degrees around this circular enclosure, you can see at the bottom there's some doors that are closed. Within the enclosure, you can see on the far side there are doors inside the enclosure, so chances are However you get down there is on the other side.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to explain that and point that out to as I sort of have one of those weird barbarian moments where actually she's perceptive and wise and intelligent and looks around for another entrance and then passes the information over to Theo, hopefully in the hopes that the intelligent Theo will make a plan with it.
I think if you look on the map, you've got a map, as far as I know. I think there is a trapdoor up on the viewing platform in the top left-hand corner. Am I going mad? I think there is. There should be a little square trapdoor in the top left-hand corner of the map.
Top left. Oh yeah, where we originally started.
Where you were standing originally. You were standing on top of the trapdoor.
Okay.
Then you walked all the way round to the far side to say hello to the bear. And now I'm going all the way back round again.
Okay.
I will point out to you, because you've already would have experienced this, you did see 2 of the Night Watch wandering around in the last episode.
So we know that there is 2 guards.
Yeah, an elf and an ogre. Yeah. Just saying.
Okay.
You would have noticed.
But when they walked past us, they walked away from where we are now towards where that thing is. So I suspect they are either gonna. Can you walk all the way round the thing, or would it look like?
Yeah.
So they're gonna come round again. So move quickly back to the trapdoor and hope that we're behind them, enough in front of them.
Yeah, or I could, whilst you're going around, I could go into the cage and get the bear to go to the door.
Can you get in the cage from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're just standing at the top of a trap door at the moment. I mean, you don't know what's
What?
underneath.
So, I guess, yeah. Thea says that she's got from where we are, from where we were chatting to the bunny bear. She's gonna go into the pit with the bunny bear, and I'm gonna trapdoor and attempt to get in the trapdoor.
Oh
as a
Jesus!
horse.
Well, you're just
I've
going to
been
jump
trying-
over.
Is that what we're saying?
I mean, if you can open the door and then I can bring the bear out of it, would that work? I mean, I can walk around with you if you want.
How are you planning to get into the thing? Are you flying in?
I can starlight step.
Okay.
I have 2 starlight steps. So I can get in one.
Okay, let's split the party even more. I'm gonna go for the trapdoor, and Thea's gonna start step into the cage from where she is.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The 2 things are happening here. You're going to use Starry Step. You're going to go around. So, just from a narrative point of view,
I'm
trying to keep this.
Gonna
on the-
slowly.
You're going to slowly walk around. So, Willow, make me a perception check.
Okay, another perception check.
That's not a good face.
She's either frozen or it's terrible.
It's
Whoa!
frozen. Oh, there we go.
Rage quit. What do you get?
That was sorry. Apparently that made everything freeze for a minute. I got a 9.
A 9. You hear the inkling. You hear.
Wait, have I just been given a D6?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes, yes, yes.
Can I
yes.
use that as well?
I haven't told you what's happened, so yes, I would say just for the rule of cool. If I was being stickling, yes, I would say no, but go on, have it. She froze again.
Oh.
This is tense, listeners.
5. So I said 9.
11. I think 9 and 5, 14. Oh,
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14,
14.
right.
14.
You're aware
14.
they're in the top right hand corner. You hear the voices of the guards, you hear the ogre and the elf. You hear the ogre going, I'm tired. I want to stop. I've got some beef back in my locker. You hear them in the top right hand corner. As you scurry around to the left, you make it to the trap door. It's got a lock on it. So somehow you're going to have to try and open that up. As, whilst you're worrying about that, Thea, you're starry stepping down into the pit, I presume. So almost as you step over the edge light twinkles underneath your feet, making a rigid surface, almost like some sort of crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like Misty Step. You kind of
Yeah.
like go through the
Oh,
starlight. Yeah.
oh, as you do. Well, you make like a starlight portal and step through it as you
Essentially.
disintegrate into sparkly atoms and
Yeah,
re-
you teleport. Yeah.
you teleport in front of it. As you just see, as you teleport in front of the naked Giuseppe bunny bear, you just see its eyes wide as dinner plates as it's like, whoa.
So she'll bend down and pick up the stick, and she'll go, well, now that just won't do, will it? And she will use mending to fix the break, because it's within I can break a single break or a tear. Is that enough to fix it?
Yeah. As you fix the
It was
stick,
in 2 halves.
scratch back.
Yes, my friend wants to scratch your back, but she's over there. Will you come with me?
Scratch back.
Yes. Come on this way. And she just kind of starts like trying to lead it.
Make me a persuasion check. I would say an animal handling check, but you can talk to it because you're using talk with animals. So make me a straight up persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Lady Scratch Back.
What? Yes, horse lady will scratch your back. God, 14. Can I put my
Feed me.
my D6 onto it to encourage it to follow me,
Yeah.
please?
Seriously, do it. We need this is going okay. We need it to keep going okay.
Yeah, okay, D6. I've got 1 D6 of
You see it
I got 1, so I got a 15 in total.
15 in total. You see it going walking towards you. You see it's almost like, if you ever ordered a panna cotta in a restaurant, you just see it like wobble on the plate. It's a bit like a greasy panna cotta, as it just walks towards you. Feed me.
Food! Yes, let's go get you some food this way. And she's just kind of like walking a little bit faster than he is, so that there's a nice
Food
distance.
now.
Food this way, yes. Willow.
Belly. You see it rubbing its belly. Feed me.
Do I have any food on me?
As you're looking for food, we're
Inventory.
quickly going to pan back to Willow.
Oh, I have rations.
You're also rations up.
If I can get this trapdoor open, I can get inside and open the doors to get the Giuseppe Bunny Bear out. Yes, is that what we're saying? Okay. I have fuck all ability with any sleight of hand. Now, the only option then is strength. This is going to make a noise. I literally can't. My sleight of hand is a -1. There is no point trying to do. So if it's locked, I'm going to have to try and smash it open.
Okay.
Not the fact that AJ is so excited about this.
It's very,
He's
very
like, finally, combat!
combat.
It,
Jesus Christ! It's
because I
taken us
know
5
this is-
episodes, and it's with a fucking
this is gonna
door.
call them over.
Amazing.
And-
Right, roll initiative with the door. No, don't roll initiative with the door. Right, make me an unarmed strike against the door. No, it's not unarmed. What are you using? Go on. Sorry, I should
Use
have
my
got
great axe.
Use whatever you want. You could take off your shoe and beat the door with it if you want. Like
I'm gonna just use my
whatever
great
you
axe.
fancy. I'm on tenterhooks, listeners.
Right, how do I do?
This is how we're going to hit 100 subscribers on YouTube.
No, wait, how do I do it? Oh, actions. Hang on, sorry,
Force
I've
the door
not
combat.
done this yet. I don't know how to do it. Right, okay. Oh my god.
Oh, it was so bad the internet is broken. Not just on Cat Screen, globally.
6,
7.
7.
Seven.
Sorry, I can count, listener. I swear to God, I can count. You missed. In your excitement, hoiking your great axe back, you slam it into the ground, missing the door altogether, hitting the stone next to it. Sparks fly up.
In anger, I'm gonna slam my hoof down on it and make a hoof attack.
Yeah, go for it. As you, Theo, from the other side, you see the spark and the boom as it echoes all the way around. Echoes all the way around. Boom, 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 boom. The noise. 24. 24 definitely hits this time.
Anger, she just slams a hoof down and just smashes it open.
Right, make me a damage roll then.
Okay, so the damage.
Yep.
Oh. 7.
7. You hear the splintering of wood. You see the door is somewhat damaged, and you need to go again. It's partially broken and caved in.
Okay. Right. I think I'll just slam it with my hoof again then.
Okay, maybe another roll. You can
Right.
now hear voices. You can hear the voices of the night guard. You can hear the ogre complaining that his tummy's rumbling. As the elf is like, "Will you shut up? Dinner time isn't for at least another hour."
So that was 20, so that will hit.
Yes.
And then damage is
We're all on tenterhooks here. Damage is what?
5.
I will do it. As the rest of the bits of broken door, you hear it fall down the shaft, clattering as it exposes a metal ladder going down into the darkness beneath.
Okay.
I've personally never seen a centaur walk down a maintenance ladder, down a shaft. But hey, you know, you want to try?
I mean, how
Okay,
was you?
so- Deal about climbing is that if it thing is, this is actually going to use my feet okay. The problem is climbing up a wall, I can't use my hooves, but I think it's doable.
You can
Okay.
lead a
It's really
centaur.
not.
Lead a
Well,
centaur
no,
up a
right.
maintenance
Okay,
ladder, but
okay,
not
okay.
down.
Like, if you think about it with a ladder, like, her ass hen would just be hanging off, and she's strong enough to hold herself, like, there with her arms, like,
I'm
with the
never going to
human.
get back up it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay, very, very quickly. So that's open. Can I hear them moving towards me? Yes?
No, you can just hear them.
Hear them. Okay.
Look, right, so is there another door inside the shaft, like, to stop me from getting up out
Yeah,
of the...
you can see in front of you, behind you now, there's 2 double doors. They're like large doors, how they would have got the bear in. They're the only doors in the pit down there. One in, one out. You can see
Right,
scrape marks. You can see claw marks on the outside of the door.
is there, is...
Talking it.
Right,
I've done
okay.
as far as I can go.
Cool.
Thing.
I'm gonna get that door open. What's the HP of the door?
Well, you don't know. I mean, doors don't just like lick it.
Yeah, no.
lick the door.
I'm
And then,
determining which spell I'm gonna use.
I mean, it looks like a sturdy door. It's designed to keep a bear in or out, depending on which way you think about it. So yeah,
Fine.
large double doors, 12 foot tall, metal studs on it, made of something that you would imagine something sturdy like oak. Scratch marks, blood on the outside.
Are you not convinced it to break down the door?
You can hear behind you.
I'm gonna give it some dried jerky from my rations.
Tell it.
Yeah.
Make me an animal handling check.
Can I not persuade it again? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. No.
21.
21.
Nice.
It looks it sniffs it. Licks it. More.
But first we have to get through that door. And she kind of like points at the thing. And obviously because he's already tried, I'm going to use Eldritch. Oh, God, is Eldritch Blast going to make too much of a noise?
Everyone's really like do. You hear a voice behind you. Mean lady.
Very mean.
Belly rub.
No. The horse lady, she loves belly rubs. I'm not very good. The little hands, you see. Little hands. So yeah,
Hands belly rub.
little hands. Right. Once we get through this door, you can have all the belly rubs you want.
Theo.
Right, so I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast, which is a 7. Oh wait, no, wait, because I'm assuming there's no hit to DC on a door. Can I just like
Still have to hit
Eldritch
the door.
Blast the door? Hmm?
Yeah, you still need to have a go at the door.
I didn't like that's my DC hit 13.
Oh, 13.
18. Right, so I hit it with 18 and then 7 was the
yeah.
damage.
Oh, good. Yeah. Right, yeah, roll for
7
the
was the
damage. You hit the door, you see crackling energy blast out of your hand, presumably, or a wand, I'm not sure what you do. And crackling across the surface of the door, you see smoke rising out of it. How much damage have you done to the door?
7.
7.
Mhm.
The door is slightly smoking.
Right, let's ram it. Can I get the bear to ram it?
I don't know.
I'll get right. right. So Thea's like, right, she's literally just emptying her rations part, like she's giving it the rest of the jerky, and she's like, right, we're gonna charge that door, and then you can have all the tummy rubs and back scratches and food that you want.
Make me a persuasion check.
Damn right, I will.
Oh, Mash.
Oh my
Come on.
god, I got +5. Oh no, I'm gonna 11.
Early rub then door. Early belly.
Hands dirty.
It grabs
Touch
his
the
belly
bear,
and
touch
wobbles
the bear,
it.
touch the
Can I do
Get
it with the mage
out-negotiated by
hand?
the
Can I do it with a mage hand, please? Like, so sorry, right. She'll go behind it and like make it look like she's doing it, but she's actually doing it with mage hands.
Right, mark off your mage hand then. Is it a cantrip or a first level
It's a
spell?
cantrip.
A cantrip, fine. Alright, yeah. As you do your mumbling, as the mystical elfin hand appears, you just see. You get rubber, you just see the bear groaning, his eyes rolling back into his head. Yes, rub belly. Lower.
I'm nearly there.
Faster. As the bear groans a sigh, the sigh of the bear moving up into the moon night sky, as the bear's like, right, door.
Oh.
As you, as the bear, you see the bear stop, look at you, a big smile on his face. A lot of the tension has gone out of the bear's shoulders, you notice. Door.
What door, sorry?
Door.
Go through, yeah, break door, yes.
Door. As he comes back towards you and charges at the door. He is going to roll. Not bad. Gets a 17. As he slams into the door with his shoulder, you see the door takes 3 points of damage. As the door slightly caves in, he looks at you slightly confused. The door is somewhat caved in now. Oh?
Just pull it away. Like, just move it out of the way. Break it down. Go nuts. Have fun. Like, rampage.
Oh!
But
As
have
you
fun.
see, he runs back even further and sprints into the door. Oh, yes. Hitting it, meeting its hit rating. Fuck. Doing 2 points of damage. He bounces off the door again. He giggles. Door! As he picks himself back up, takes an even longer run up, charging at the door. Door! As. Oh, yes, 19 to hit. That's more like it. As the door explodes off its hinges, and you just see the bear vanish into the darkness behind.
And Theo will
And he
run after
crashing,
it.
echoing all the way round.
Like, Willow!
Wait, so what can I see or hear? Can I?
Oh, you can hear lots of stuff going down. You can just hear a bear roaring, going, "Dummy rub." As you can hear
So-
everything. Except you
Bear.
can't, because you can't hear the bear saying "tummy
Yeah.
rub." All you can hear is a bear going.
No,
You
no.
can't. You can't
So
call
I
it
need
another.
you to get the bear to us.
Okay,
Like,
right.
I've got my head in the thing, and I'm like, there, this way. Don't know where
Okay.
you are.
Just for the sake of
Whispering now.
just for the sake of storyline, I'm going to say, right, you see the bear go in. Theo, you follow the bear in. You enter into a room, which is basically like a utility. It's a feeding room. You see various shelves with all sorts of different feeds for the animal and tools and equipment. You see wardens' jackets and clothing for the zoo wardens and things like that.
I would like 2 jackets, please. One for me and one for Willow. And I would like some of the bear food as well.
You see giant barrels of bear food and water. As you see, the barrel is picking splinters out of his shoulder from the door.
And, is he injured?
A little bit.
Is he good?
Yeah, but what we're going to do in that little moment, we're going to pause there because it's about halfway through, and I'm sure everyone will appreciate a little drinks break, toilet break, whatever kind of break. So, listeners, we're going to be back. Give us 5 of your British minutes, which translates to about 5 of your American minutes. And we will be back. We're just going to stretch our legs, grab a drink, and have ourselves a little comfort break.
Comfort break.
Don't go anywhere. Comfort break. Don't go anywhere.
Was your spirit always so hard to tame? Oh, back.
Welcome back. Hopefully you haven't gone anywhere and you're still joining us for another hour of fantasy nonsense. Welcome back to Marrowshaft Nights. Now then, as we said at the top of the show, we're running a bit of a competition campaign style thing where we're looking to get 100 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Now we are, I believe, somewhere about halfway there. So if we get about another 50 subscribers, we're going to do a very special one-shot where you're going to get to hear how Barty and Theo met. So if you've ever wanted to see the first date of, a grumpy astral elf and a man with a cow's face, then, either get yourself subscribed or share our YouTube channel with anyone you know, fans of D&D, your mum, your sister, your lover, your brother, your postman, your, court-appointed counsellor, whoever it is, your bridge partner. Get sharing it with them, and when we hit 100, we're going to do you a very, very special one shot. Right, now then, we need to pick back up. That's enough blabbering from me. We're going to pick back up the action. We're going to leave Thea and Willow with the naked Giuseppe bunny bear, and we are going to pick back up in the other part of the zoo, in the poison house, inside a greenhouse with Barty and Solomon. Now, the ancient form of Constant Yeeps has just walked back into her office to try and find you a change of clothes, Solomon, leaving you momentarily alone in the moonlight in the greenhouse.
So I'm just going to turn to Barty and just be like, Barty, I'm not experienced with this whole crime thing, but taking a change of clothes off of someone who could identify us is probably not a good idea, correct?
Are you suggesting that we, fuck off in the nude? Is that what you're suggesting to me, Solly?
Well, I mean, only one of us is doing that, Barty,
Yes,
unless you
right.
freely
Well,
want to join me.
do you know
but
what?
I'm just thinking.
Solidarity with Solly. I think that's got a bit of a ring to it. I will strip off my from the waist down to join my friend in.
Okay, well, at
Solid.
least I don't feel out of place now, I guess. But yes, should we maybe perchance get back to the others?
I think this is a
before she
special
comes back?
moment. This is a special moment here in the moonlight amongst these poison plants. With us both naked from the waist down, I think now's a good time to have a hug and really cement our friendship.
I have to say, the moonlight is glistening off your tentacles quite beautifully.
Thank you. And yours off your buttocks.
I do try my best. Lots of squats.
So do you
Stance.
accept this rather tentacly hug?
Oh, go on then. I've never had a tentacly hug before. It'll be an experience.
Yes, as it's really up close, the tentacles are just like wiping on your face, and it's all very strange. Yeah.
Sorry, is that upstairs or downstairs? What's
I can't imagine he's like a tentacle downstairs.
Well, you haven't asked.
roleplay?
I haven't looked.
No, it appears to be normal. It appears human from the waist down.
Ah, thank God. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It looks like
Anyway,
someone
now
hate fucked a sock full of pennies.
Exactly.
It's yeah. Okay. Excellent. Right. Thank you for that. I mean, I think we need even more subscribers now. We did need 50. We now need 53 subscribers. So thank you very much for that. Earning that explicit rating One innuendo at a time. Right. You two scarpering, apparently Donald ducking. Why not? I presume you put your broken trousers and your good trousers in your backpack and exit
Yes.
through.
Yes,
Yep.
let's leave no evidence. As far as the greenhouse would be concerned, I believe I've left multiple forms of DNA around the place
You
previously.
have, yes, in your My First Crime kit that you bought off Chad in the Hen and Chickens, which several episodes ago, if you're not caught up with that, listeners, you spread DNA around the place. You, Scarpa, slightly gingerly, Solomon, being that most of your body is shredded, you've got cuts and grazes up you, you've got a puncture wound in your buttock from crushing a small jam, and a lot of chemical burns on your genitals from poison plants. As you leave, we're just going to have a little montage as Constance comes back out holding a pair of leather jerkin trousers as she looks at the gap where you used to be, looks at the door, looks back at the gap you used to be where there's just some disturbed shingle and a crushed lily, and just sighs, turns to her little Robin on her shoulder and says, "Oh, Prospero, once again stood up, a gentleman."
Oh, feel bad now.
I don't. It's fine.
Right, both of you running through the moonlight,
Holding hands.
whatever you want.
Okay. Why not? I'm into this. We're into it now. Just commit to the meme.
Just the moonlight just bouncing off your pale ass cheeks as you skitter through the zoo.
A monk and a squid-faced man.
Donald
Yeah.
ducking in a zoo. Yes.
That's
Is there
D&D
a-
in a nutshell.
Are you going anywhere in particular? Are you going to the gift shop? What are you doing?
Did we hear the commotion of a Joseph and Naked Bunny Bear smashing through a door? And
What's your? And he said your naked perception. What's your passive perception?
my naked perception is incredibly high.
As you take more clothes off, you get more attuned to your
I get
surroundings.
stronger. 10 is my passive perception.
You heard nothing except the grunting of your friend as he was in some sort of agony. You heard nothing. Solomon, what's your passive perception?
11.
You heard slightly more, but still fuck all. So, yeah, absolutely nothing.
Well, we'll go back to where. If my fellow adventurer agrees, we would go back to the place where our friends were previously and see if they've
Okay.
made any progress on the sumo bear front.
Because I want this to be a 4-part adventure spread out across 32 episodes, I would say as you make your way back to where you left your friends, you see something weird. You see the head of a centaur buried in an open trapdoor as a centaur tries to cram themselves down a maintenance shaft.
It's
Or
going just
hooves
as well for
sticking
them
up
as
in
it
the
did for
air.
us. Just for an above the table thing, just as a reminder, Barty, you have one arrow with the lily on because it was my hubris in trying to get a second one that landed me in the lily pond. You do have one arrow with that stuff on it. Just
Okay.
putting that out there if it's needed.
I'm gonna add that to
Um,
my list here.
Doesn't necessarily have to be for the bear. So there might be a burly guard that we need to knock out quickly. I don't.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
um,
I love it.
so, things don't seem to be going that well. They seem to be in. What is she doing?
I don't know.
You just see 4 hooves in the air, just like flailing around.
The
Possibly-
symmetry is amazing.
Quickly flashing back. Thea, you can hear the voice coming down the tunnel. As you look over, you see a maintenance ladder and just a voice coming from the top of a shaft.
Like, Willow, in here, and she's like throws up one of the jackets, and she's like, take this, take this, take this, take this.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to grab. I mean, like I can't come down.
Can I go? Yeah,
You're
but I
gonna
can go.
try
I
and
can
grab
go
me,
up a
grab
couple
it.
of steps. How high is this ladder?
Right,
Yeah,
so
why not? Yeah.
he passed me a jacket, so okay, cool. And I'm like, we need to. And then I'm gonna try and push myself back out. And are we able to get the bunny bear out of this trapdoor? Is that where we're going?
Yeah. Well, he had to get in here somehow, right? So he must be
Mhm.
able to get through it.
Hey,
Right. Okay. So Thea's gonna like pull the jacket on, and she's pulling the jacket on, and she's grabbing the food for the bear, and she's like, "Food, yes, yes." And then she gives him some, and she's like, "We're going to put it up here. You've got to go up there though." And so she's gonna like give the food up to Willow, and like yes. And so we give the food to Willow, and then
Belly food.
belly
Food
food.
in belly.
Yes, when you get up there though. When you get in, yeah.
Okay, right. Several things have to happen. The bear looks up. Willow, you're looking down the shaft as you see two glowing eyes looking up at you. Food? Always sounds
He's
not
I am
food.
blessed.
it's this way.
I am
Right.
blessed.
You can't understand what the bear says. It's fine.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you thank
You
you.
handed me the
Jesus
food,
Christ.
so I'm like, food.
food.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, is it friendly? Is like,
And outside, Barty and Solomon, you just see legs flailing around.
No, what are you doing? No.
okay, so she's gonna come back out the hole.
Okay, make me an acrobatics check.
Okay, right. You're gonna have to put up my camera freezing because I don't know. You can't turn off the animation with and still use the dice, and I don't have any dice up here.
Someone else
so-
want to roll for her,
Yeah,
and,
wait.
and you give your
No,
modifier?
wait, hang on. I'm gonna try it on my phone. Wait, what am I doing?
Oh, crazy idea. Do you have any dice?
Acrobatics.
Yes.
All down
Yeah.
here with me.
Yeah, I think they're all down there.
Okay, no worries.
If you tell me a modifier, I will roll for you.
So
Oh.
tense.
Okay, for dexterity. Oh, you did say dexterity, didn't you?
Yeah, you're trying to birth yourself out of a concrete shaft. Right.
It's a -1.
Excellent.
Right, well, I've rolled a 14, so you've got 13.
13. You just see like flailing around. She's a little bit wedged, but there's some purchase. Purchase is the wrong word. There's a bit of movement. Sorry. Yeah. You see your barbarian horse friend is a little bit wedged in a shaft.
Shall we take 2 legs each, my good friend?
We can, yes, let's give it a go and try and
All right,
salvage
on
what we
3.
can.
On 3, and we'll pull you out. Are you ready down there, Willow?
Athletics check, either advantage or both of you roll.
Let's both roll. We're doing this. Give hope.
Yeah. Well, athletics, yes?
Indeed.
The
Oh
only way to
dear.
birth a horse out of a shaft.
This is a girthy horse.
That'll be a natural 1 from me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. As you pull, as suddenly.
Does no one have a re-roll?
No, I'm afraid you're going to have to live there forever now, Willow.
I just kind of kick out one more time and try and get myself out of there.
Oh, not on a natural one. On any other roll, yeah, not on a natural one.
Got me stuck!
We'll remember you.
You're wedged.
Oh
The bunny bed to push me out. Fuck it. I'll take the
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
Rude
What's the
lady.
hit points?
The lady is stuck, and she wants to give you belly rubs, but she is stuck. So we need to help her.
All
Can
right,
you
make me a
help her?
persuasion. Belly rubs, then push.
This bunny bear is doing a lot. Is basically carrying us at this point.
Yeah, we just made the NPC do this
Do
for us.
everything.
I got a 22.
Of course you did.
Belly rub. Belly rub, good.
Yes, belly rubs are very good. You can get more though once we help my
If you
friend.
get it towards me,
You see
I-
the whole
can I-
bear's demeanor
wait.
just sag.
Can I give it from where I'm wedged? If she gets the bunny bed to me, can I give it a belly rub or a back scratch, and then it will push me?
What? All right, okay, fine. As you're wedged, but your face is down the shaft. As you're
Yeah, like-
come on. As you see the bear, it's one of the most disgusting things you've ever seen. It literally looks like somebody fisting sausage meat down a plug hole. As the bear climbs into the shaft, as you see its shoulders slide inwards, as there's gelatinous. As the bear is like compressed into this tiny little tube, as you just see a smiling face walking up the tube, holding on to the ladders. It's even worse from the back, Theo. You just see its naked arse crack compressed into like into a square as it just vanishes up the tube with a wet, sweaty noise. As you see the square profile of a bear staring at you, Willow.
Oh my word!
Rude.
Paint a picture. You paint a picture, AJ.
I've got food in my hand, so I'm gonna. If it's close enough, I would like to hand feed it food while giving it like some kind of belly or chest rub.
Yeah, you can barely see its cleavage. It's like pushed right up underneath its chin,
It's like
inside a square. It's like rub. Food. Okay, yeah, make me an animal handling check.
Okay, animal handling. What have I got? I've found dice, by the way.
Good.
Animal handling. Okay.
So tense,
I
listeners.
have a set of dice up here, so
You're trying to rub off a bear in a shaft whilst you're trying.
oh, and I had inspiration, didn't I? I had a D6. I got another
Yeah.
one.
Okay. This is like the pinnacle
I'm
of
gonna
why I
need
learned to
this.
DM.
Oh shit!
No, you don't have a D6.
Oh, I did get a second one given to me.
You got a D20.
Did I get D20 given to me?
Yeah, you got a reroll.
Ew.
It was a re-roll. Yeah.
Was it? Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Can I use that reroll
Well,
then?
well,
Yeah.
it's advantage, so technically.
Can I use? I'm gonna. Because that was.
I'm also going to say I'm going to retcon something here whilst you're just doing your bits. Barty, I'm going to give you inspiration for robbing that old lady blind.
That is, I don't.
'Cause it's very
think
much in
something
keeping
should
with
be
your character.
rewarded, but thank you.
You're a nasty piece of work, Barty, and you robbed the wedding ring off a widow.
Thank you very much. That's very kind.
okay.
For something so horrid. Thank
That's
you.
fine. That's in character.
22.
There's a
Animal
lesson,
handling.
kids.
Yeah, 22.
22. No one has ever given a moob rub as good as yours. You really get into the tight. There's a lot of tension. It turns out the bear's carrying a lot of tension in its moves. As you just massage out a lot of the tension, as you hear a groan as the bear's like, because you don't understand the
Keep
bear.
pushing. Keep
You're now
pushing.
shouting up a bear's asshole in a
my
chair.
It's just daylight yet. Are there visitors at the zoo watching this now?
As you see a clammy hand, like it's the most disgusting, warm, sweaty hand ever, just push into the side of your face.
Oh,
As you are pushed backwards by just this disgusting, warm, sticky claw, as you pop, birth out. The two of you watching it, it's almost like the most disgusting birth you've ever witnessed in your life. As this hot, sweaty centaur that's two different colours. Because of the pressure of being crushed at one end, the top half of her and the bottom half are two different colours. As she pops back out, and a single sweaty giant maw of a hand just claws at the top and pulls itself out, as you for the first time see the naked Jesip and Bunny Bear. As it comes out, almost like in a square, as it slowly flops back out. Staying on there. As Thea comes up behind it.
She just kind of like straightens the warden's jacket and brushes herself down. She's like, "Are you ready? Should we go?"
What the hell? What a woman.
Put the.
Like, here's some more
I'm gonna
food.
put the jacket on, and then I'm gonna just start handing the food that Thea had given me up to just
At this point, you hear bells ringing. In the distance, in various places, you hear a like ring, ding, 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 ding.
I don't think that's a very good thing.
think we should-
I had thought, considering the size of our cargo, that might be a little bit difficult for us to just walk out of here. Did that gnome earlier? Did they say something about a loading area? Could there be like wagons or something like that there that we could, perchance,
Is that not where we
long-
came in?
long-term borrow? We
You
came in through
in
that
the
side
staff
door.
entrance. Yeah, you came
Yeah,
into a
it's
side
like-
door for stuff.
Just
Who has the map? Check the map for the loading bay.
Barty does.
You two took it, yeah.
Thank
I'll
God
have-
it was.
I'll have a look at the map, and also I will.
By the way, just saying, just as a DM, I don't want to ruin your magic moment, your victory, birthing a bear out of a shaft, all that stuff. Why have neither of you noticed that your friends are butt naked from the waist down?
We're choosing not to
okay.
acknowledge it.
Alright.
We don't judge.
Actually, to be fair, Willow's gonna go and put the jacket on, and then look at Solly and go, I think you need the jacket more than I do.
I have the top half of my clothing. That is not the issue here. It's the bottom half.
Can I suggest you give it to the bunny bear? Maybe we could pass him off as a member of staff.
Will it fit the bunny bear?
I don't think it'll fit him.
I know,
He's very big.
but it would look fucking hilarious.
You hear bells ringing, and you can now hear
Right.
voices on
You
all
should
sides.
run.
Let's start running, please. Mr.
Follow us.
Bear.
Check the
Mr.
map.
Bear, come this way. We
I'll
follow the
just
map.
strap
in
a
the
bunch of
direction.
jerky to myself and run and say, "Come on, it's dinner time!" And I'll run.
Make me an animal handling check.
Honestly,
gonna-
you can eat him for me. I'm not that bothered.
Barnes,
Like,
it's 'cause
can you
he's
do me a
coming
favour,
through.
to be honest?
I am the bait. Follow me. Oh my god, it's a fucking 5.
This is so much like Jaws. It's ridiculous. This is exactly like the finale of Jaws. Okay, 5. You just smear yourself down in bunny bear food, naked from the waist down, as you charge off through the undergrowth. As you see the bear looking
Yeah,
at you.
just don't follow him.
I'll start wiggling my ass and be like, "Eat, dinner time, delicious."
Barty, the bear's already on our side. We don't need to convince it.
Oh,
Bear just looks sad. The
Oh.
bear's shoulders sag.
Do you see
No,
what I'm married to, Mr.
just
Bear? Do
rubbing
you
it.
see? And she's like saying it in bear
He
talk. She's
points
like, "Do
back-
you see
he
this?"
points back towards the pit where you realise he's left his stick.
I will jump on his back and scratch it for him.
Okay.
Covered in food as well.
Can
Yeah,
we walk
you-
towards
you-
an exit, please?
It's like it's literally the most. It's horrible. Once you climb on board, the warmth that radiates, the sweat, you can barely get purchase on him.
Ugh.
As you wrap 2 arms around his pudgy neck, and the rolls just roll over your arms
Mm.
as you just scrape at his back fat, as you hear him groan.
Ooh.
No, Lottie has the map. So if we move, we need to move in a direction where there's some kind of vehicle or something, or some way to get this thing out.
Okay.
So Barty, lead the way from the
Okay.
back, on top of the bunny bear.
I will point the direction atop the bunny bear, riding it on its back, whilst giving it some sort of itching relief. I will, I will ride that way, and I will point. Yeah, bunny bear. Yeah.
Does Barty just ride other creatures around?
Jesus Christ! Right, simultaneously, make me an animal handling check and a perception check. Roll them separately.
Okay, my animal handling is a 12. My
Wow.
perception is going to be somewhat better, I hope. My perception is a 13, so it is better.
It
12 and a
was better.
13. You know the direction you need to go in. As all of you stand, you just watch the bunny bear with the man on its back as it just runs as the crow flies, just smashing through the undergrowth. At one point, you see it smash through a kiosk and like fluffy toys and like trinkets just go in all directions as there's a huge booming noise as the kiosk collapses, as you see your friend on the back of a giant Giuseppe naked bunny bear just charging in the direction of the loading dock.
This is going well.
I suggest we probably would need to keep up. Otherwise, we're going to lose them.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
You look behind you, you see alchemical lamps now lighting up in the background as
Yes, we should
people are
probably go now.
investigating the pit.
Run,
Just say run.
run.
Let them run.
Lots of running. While running, I will run alongside Theo and just be like, "Yeah, I know you're not biggest fan of using your magic to help us, but I'm bleeding quite profusely. I feel I may pass out soon. Is there anything you can do about that?
Pose. Yeah. So,
I suppose.
Yes.
Looking down at his swollen, chemical burnt genitals, swinging as he runs.
Actually,
know
double
you-
ducking
I
it has probably been
suppose.
quite good for them. It's
you get
because all the
4
swelling. And...
HP points.
How much? Sorry, 4.
4. Yeah.
I'll take it.
It was on
Sorry,
3.
I rolled a 1. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. 7
I'm
now
sorry,
is much better
Theo
than the
isn't.
3 it was on.
Okay. God, you were near death's door.
Yep.
Okay. As you run, you're trying to catch up with Barty and the bunny bear. Barty, you are hanging on for dear life as he charges. As you burst through a set of shrubs and undergrowth, you see at one point the bear has stepped on a small squirrel. As you look back, you burst through the shrubbery and you make your way out into an open area. You see a loading dock with a ramp going down with some ginormous roller doors, which are closed, and various crates, carts, wagons, and you see a stable with some horses.
I will try my best to steer this rampaging bunny bear towards the loading dock.
You're in the loading dock, you're on the edge of it.
Oh, in which case then I will try and get the bunny bear to ram at the door.
Okay. Interesting. How are we going to play this? Narratively. Okay. Make me a animal handling check, please.
I'm so sorry, AJ.
With disadvantage because you don't talk to animals.
That's true. Oh,
You're just
well,
howling at a bear and a bear is growling at you.
I got a
And
4.
the worst bit is you're not wearing any trousers, so you've
It's fine.
literally just got your nuts crushed into a bear's back, and it's
It's fine. 4.
4. You just see the bear. The bear was into it, but now the sun's starting to come up, and the bear's regretting its life choices. As you're starting to roll around on the flaps a little bit at the back and struggling to keep purchase,
Yeah.
as the bear just swings you round and flicks you off, and you
Oh.
crash into some crates, landing on the floor just as everyone else arrives into the clearing at the edge of the loading bay. You all see the bear. Its shoulders are sad and stooped.
Oh, Mr.
Yeah,
Bear,
I've got food.
Yeah. Willow,
I'm
he
gonna
wants
give
a
it-
tummy rub. He wants
I'm
a
going to
tummy
give it another
rub.
tummy rub.
Yeah.
You
should give him a tummy rub and some more food, yes.
Like Barty, this is the one time Willow's going to get a little bit. She's going to turn to Barty and be like, "No more. Don't know what you're doing." And then she's going to give the belly a belly rub.
Mhm.
I mean well.
Theo, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is
It-
14.
14. A 14, I'll say you've noticed the spell's worn off. Even you can't understand the animal anymore.
Okay, so that
Uh,
was actually only a 13.
13. What were you doing? Feeding it? Or
So
tummy
animal
rubbing?
handling. So I was rubbing its belly and I was feeding it.
Oh God, what with a 13? Yeah, I think it's full now. You hear gurgling in its stomach as the bear just looks sad and well, a 13, I'll say mildly constipated.
Just to jump in here, I'd like to thank Roll Together RPG for the raid of 43. Welcome in. This is Marrowshaft.
Whoa, wow, hello.
Hi, everybody.
A pleasure
Welcome
to
to
have
the
you all
city of
here.
Marrowshaft Knights. I'm very sorry. These people are trying to break a naked Giuseppe bunny bear out of a zoo. Unfortunately,
Happy.
talk with animals has now worn off, so you're no longer able to communicate to the one-ton bear who's sitting in the loading dock of the zoo, looking mildly sad, very full of food, and a little bit constipated. In the moonlight, as you hear alarm bells going off across the zoo, and people.
Okay, right. So, is there actually a vehicle that we can steal and put the bear into? Is my question.
There's an open top cart, like a low riding cart. You see a carriage, like a executive carriage with the initials of the zoo on it.
That
Both
one.
of which would need a horse, and you can
Yeah.
see a stable on one side.
We have a centaur. do we need a horse? Can Willow ride this?
Brilliant. And we could dress the bunny bear up as a member of royalty. Put a crown on its head.
like I just like so.
Okay, real talk. Willow can't pull on her own.
Yeah, no, I know.
Not
Right.
the horse, though. Willow can. Willow can pull 1,400 pounds.
Okay, do you want to go get horses for the carriage? And I will
That's
get the
how I
bear
am.
in the carriage. And I will do it without speaking to the animal once. Therefore, I will not need to talk with animals.
Wow. That's great. Can I...
Let's go.
Solly, I think we should keep watch. I just want to say...
Somebody needs.
let's
Somebody
You can
needs
see-
to get
You can
horses.
see
Idea,
alchemical lights. You can see various people now off in the distance. It's moving. It's coming together.
Okay,
People are
Right.
noticing what you've done.
you guys keep watch. He convinced the horses to join me, and I will pull as well, and we'll get a horse either side of me, and then
Okay, if you go and investigate the stable, you see it's a pretty well-kept stable, to be honest. You see a small stable boy asleep in the corner on some hay. He's just curled up on a large pile of hay, snoring away soundly with a shovel next to him. As you see 3 horses, a black, a white, and a speckled brown horse, all of which look of very roughly the same size, all of which are in stalls, just wickering away.
we want to just get them out and see if we can convince them without speaking to them to.
You're the only one there.
They're
We
hot-
have no
they're-
look at, and everyone else
They're
looks
literally
fine.
Literally horses. Just lead them.
So me and Thea, we're going to have to do an animal handling check, but let's get these horses out and try and get
Okay.
them.
As you open up the stable door of the first horse, you see it's slightly unsure of you as it bucks and kicks slightly. The small boy, still asleep, just rolls in the hay, groaning a little bit as he dreams. As you walk towards the horse, you go to pick up its rein. Make me an animal handling check.
What is yours, Thea, or do you want
I'll
to?
say make it with advantage.
'cause I
I'll say
was
make it
gonna-
with advantage as your 50% horse. The horse either wants to probably kill you or fuck you. Like, you are a centaur.
Like, do I not need to be dealing with the bear whilst you're dealing with this? So, like, shouldn't have someone else gone with you instead of me?
I tell you what, I can do this on my own probably. Okay.
I love the way
I got
you're
the
having
bear
this
to deal
conversation
with.
whilst trying to do this quickly and
Okay.
not wake up a small
Yeah,
child.
yeah.
Who's sleeping on a bed of hay.
Willow's like, I think I've got it there. You go. Tip the bear. So, can do an animal handling check for this first horse
Yes.
with advantage because I'm a horse.
Why not?
It's probably quite good actually.
Can't use that for everything, by the way.
She didn't. She tried to climb down a ladder earlier as a horse. It didn't go well.
Yeah. Advantage
That
because
was
I'm a horse.
only a 13.
Well, some sweet horse-on-horse action. The horse isn't 100% sure, but you whisper in its ear. Yeah, you just stroke it with a hoof. Stroke it with a hoof. As the
Yeah,
horse
but
is not
human
100%, but you do lead the horse out. It's dragging its heels a little bit. This is so far from dressage. This horse is moving slightly under duress as you drag it out. Hooves just dragging on concrete, sparks behind it as you drag it.
Wow.
That's one.
On the horse.
Gotta
That's
go
one
back.
horse.
Get one more horse.
8. Oh man. Barty, you see a crossbow bolt into the crate next to your head.
Okay, I think we're in danger now.
One horse. Do we think one horse and one centaur is enough?
Yes, I do. And if you need to tie me up,
Okay.
I will also act as octopus horse. I don't mind. Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna just get this horse hooked up, myself hooked up.
I'll hook you up.
Okay.
Right, and Thea is like coercing the bear with hand gestures and food and rubbing
Come on,
its
Your Highness.
back with it.
Make me a pure dexterity handling. Make me a pure dexterity check to get the horses attached. Is it the carriage or the cart?
The
I was
carriage, I
better.
believe we
With
were
the
going
carriage,
for.
yeah, because it'll be covered.
Dexterity.
Okay.
Yep. 13.
13. After a certain amount of jiggery-pokery, you manage to convince both the brown horse and the black horse to get into place. There's a lot of pulling and pushing and heaving and tugging as you tweak and turn, and you do a knot, which is absolute crap, and you panic and you have to undo it, and then you do another knot. In the end, you just tie a fucking bow to attach the horse to the front of the cart as you see... Fuck, these people can't roll for shit. As you see a fireball arc out of the shrubbery, out the back, and narrowly miss where the back of the cart is. It flies into the stables as you see the straw ignite, and the stables start lighting up as a fireball impacts in there. You now have to get a Giuseppe Bunny Bear into the back of a carriage.
I'm on it.
If you've ever seen Transformers, the movie from 1984, it's a bit like trying to get Grimlock on the into the ship. Am I the only person who's old enough
That's
to
a
see that?
very niche reference.
Okay.
Very nice.
Get on the goddamn ship, Grimlock. You
Get
need
to the
to
chopper.
get to the chopper.
Yeah, so Thea's literally just like throwing food inside this place.
It's beautiful on the inside. It's all plush, crushed.
Yeah,
velvet
she don't
leather
care.
inside, and you're just
pushing it in.
yeah, just smearing it with food.
And pushing the bear inside. She's like giving it scratches with her mage hands and
Bear's
actual
looking
hands.
very confused because you used magic to speak to the bear originally. Now that magic has worn off, the bear's just looking at you with giant big eyes. It's just so.
Yeah, but she's not saying it. She is not saying anything. She is not saying a single word. She's just doing gestures.
You try and squeeze a naked bear in again. You just got your shoulder right into its ass, just pushing the bear in. After a while, there's a certain amount to give. Then there's a wet noise as the bear just plops inside, landing on the floor.
Is the gate
I'd also
open,
like
by
to
the way?
say, if I see any guards or anything coming
Ooh,
towards,
19. A fireball impacts into the back of the carriage.
Ah!
Carriage taking 5 points of damage. You see flames licking up the back of the carriage.
I need to put that out. And also, before I'm gonna. Didn't you say there was like shutters or something, or like?
Yes.
Yep.
Doors
I'm going.
on slide.
I'm gonna open those up before I anything else, so we can make
Okay.
our getaway.
As you
and I
manage to
wanna-
just about get the carriage moving with the somewhat disgruntled bear that's currently licking food off the seats of the carriage under duress. The rest of you in there, as Willow, you're trying to attempt to. You've never seen a centaur sitting on the headboard of a carriage before, but there you go, horse on horse action. As Barty, you put your shoulders into the ginormous 15-20 foot high roller doors. I need you to make me an athletics ability check.
Athletics, righty ho, it's on its way. It is a natural 20.
Piss off.
It is.
As the sweat beading on your brow, the moonlight reflecting off your forehead, your muscles rippling on your arm. Thea has never been so sexually aroused. As you push, you feel the roller
Cannon.
shutters give a bit of resistance. As finally they push, you feel the weight of the door on the runners at the bottom as it grinds, pushing open. The night air hitting your lungs. You've never been so happy. Not just your lungs. I believe you're also naked from the waist down for some reason. No, only to yourself.
lovely breeze.
As you feel the coldness of the night air, the goosebumps running down your thighs. As the door rolls open, the carriage bursts out, passing you. I need you to make me an acrobatic skill check as the carriage passes you.
Oh my word, I've got to jump up on it, haven't I?
I'll keep
Okay.
my staff outstretched, so just in case he falls a bit short.
16.
16! Grabbing the staff, you're yanked along. You feel something give in your shoulder as you're hoiked off your feet, pulled into the carriage. You feel somewhat burnt up one side of your body as you're holding on to part of the carriage that's on fire from the fireball from behind you, as you see another crossbow bolt come flying out of the doors as guards come piling out, screaming. You hear voices behind you, howling into the night air. Other 19 as a crossbow bolt. Single point of fucking damage. What is that? A crossbow bolt grazing your left buttock. You feel a wetness and a warmth in your left arse cheek as you look down, and just a scratch.
Oh, I'll take
I'd be
a point.
doing. I have 10 darts on me with a standard range of 20 feet.
You're
So
further
can I
than
be
20
giving?
feet already now?
I can do up to 60 at disadvantage. I'm essentially just wanting to throw covering fire for the people who are yeeting stuff
I
at
have
us.
4 javelins. Can I do the same thing, please?
You're driving.
Fuck.
Yeah, go
You're
on.
running
go
in
on.
front.
Okay.
Go on, Solly.
Yeah, I'm not really caring about hitting anyone. It's just more to make them duck down. Okay, so arts to hit. I need to be at disadvantage, don't I?
I'd like to shout some abuse at them at this moment, if that's okay, just before we get
Absolutely,
that
it's a
result.
free action. It's a free action. Shouting
would-
abuse.
I'd like to turn back towards the oncoming people chasing us.
Roll
with
the same
crossbows.
first. Roll the same both times. 14.
14. I mean, let's be honest. They're merely staff at a zoo trying to protect themselves. They're not heavily armored. They're just wearing normal zoo attire. As you turn around using one of your monk combat maneuvers, you flick a dart out as you see it vanish into the night sky, the moonlight flickering off it as it lands slamming into the jugular of one of the individuals. Need to make me a damage roll.
Oh, my word.
That will be max damage 5.
5. Yeah. You just see like a dart sticking out the jugular of a guy. Looks like he used to work on a snack kiosk, possibly. He's just holding a crossbow. He's now looking with horror at the blood pooling on his hands. That's the last you ever see of him. Hey, that's unfortunate. He was just an innocent man. He was going to retire next week.
Wow.
But yeah, that's a shame. His friends all howl and gather round him in a bloody pool on the floor in the moonlight as you
Have
vanish
they
down the
stopped
cobbled streets.
firing at us?
Yes.
I will
I mean,
shout-
you're far
can
enough
I
away
like
now.
take off the jacket and use it to try and like stop the flames, like to
Oh yeah, absolutely right.
because
yeah.
I'm assuming I fell into the carriage with the bear, and so I'm inside with the bear and the fire.
No, the fire's on the back. So
Okay.
you're okay. Yeah, the curtains are. You stamp out the curtains, which we're catching, and then on the back you part. Now this is where it gets interesting. As your husband comes through the carriage door, having saved the day, all sweaty brow and a bloody ass, he comes through the door as you go out. You pass each other in the entrance to the cart as it travels down the cobbled streets at speed. You both look into each other's eyes.
And Theo sneers.
Love it.
Barty, your heart sinks. It's hurt more than any wound you've ever taken.
Yes, it hurt more than the arrow just a few moments ago. I'd just like to say that I am still shouting out, just prior to this, shouting out to the zoo staff that would. I'd just like to shout out that their zoo is shit and that their jams were just cats with sticks glued to their heads. I'll be writing a review on the Marrowshaft version of Yell.
Shaft advisor.
Yes, Shaft Advisor, exactly that. But all of that just getting quieter and quieter as he goes off. They couldn't
Yeah.
even hear half of it.
I mean, to be fair, they're trying to stem the bleeding in their colleague's neck.
Yes. Reviews
Yeah,
are like weird.
Terry
Yeah.
was one day from retirement on the kiosk stand.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm going
probably
to.
shouldn't have taken such a risky position.
Yeah.
Mm. He was 70 years old, about to welcome his first child.
What was
a
he
late bloomer.
doing chasing people out? That's down to the zoo for like.
should
It
come
was,
back.
it was a
Stand
different
back.
when Terry was from a different generation. At 70 he had integrity still, and he used the last of his integrity to use his work appointed crossbow to try and fend off the people stealing the prize.
He wasn't.
He
so
was just
wasn't fit
arriving
for
early. The
purpose.
irony was he wasn't even meant to be there. He arrived
All
early
right.
because he was diligent on his last
Finish
day.
the review with just saying Rip Terry.
Pointed crossbow.
Yeah. But Terry, you don't know. You've left him as you speed down the cobbles. The wheels on going clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety clack over the cobbles as you blaze into the early morning because the sun just barely eclipsing the horizon between two buildings down the end of the street. As you fly down, Theo on the back, patting out the smouldering wreckage at the back of the cart.
Got a water
Barty
skin, so I'll
sitting
douse the
on the
coat in
seat.
water.
You're sitting on the seat as you watch a Giuseppe naked bunny bear lick food off the crushed leather seats. And Solomon, You feeling like have a man who's come out of the woods to find more about monsters. You feel like you've seen enough monsters to last you a lifetime, just in your own friends. And Willow, as you watch the two majestic steeds in front of you, almost steam rising off their shoulders as they barrel down the cobbled street, you feel somewhat pride in this adventure with your friends. And that is where we are going to leave this week's episode, listeners.
Can't believe we made it out of the zoo.
I didn't think we were ever going to make it. I for sure
No,
thought everyone would
we
die.
really-
Millions didn't.
We
It only took
really
you
think that
32
we made it out the
episodes.
zoo. We
We
really
should
out
have
the
done a
zoo.
poll at the beginning to ask. We've done a poll. It would have been interesting to see, but let's face it, most people thought we weren't getting out.
It's crazy. I cannot wait to see who Disney cast to play as you all in the inevitable live action version of this in several years' time.
It was such a beautiful moment.
Everyone just like sat in the carriage, and we're rolling off into the sunrise with steam rising from the carriage, and Solomon just said, "Donald Ducky."
I mean, your husband is also Donald Ducking.
Yeah, but he's inside the carriage, isn't he?
Hmm.
So there's just like the sunrise.
That's just the
the
sunrise
back.
eclipsing. Yeah.
If anyone could draw art of that, just that, like a rear from the behind, the view of a carriage just being pulled
We're
up,
just like
with
so
that image. it would
Solomon
just-
stood, and then just
I would get
yeah.
that on as a mural on that wall.
It's a hell of an image.
Like
It's a
just
hell of
like
an
this
image.
silhouette of like a naked bottom Solomon, and Theo just like hanging off the back with like a centaur in the front seat.
Just a horse on the headboard of the with the carriage. Okay, there you go. Look, thank you. I don't know how many of you stuck with us for the full 2 hours. If you have, massive love from us. We've had a wild ride. I've had so much fun doing this. I'm not even going to lie. This just gets better week by week. Could somebody please? I'm going to leave it in someone else's hands. Cal, can you find out who we're raiding out to in a bit and announce that? Is that all right?
Yeah,
Leave that
Ampersand
in-
20 looks pretty. Oh,
I will leave that in your capable hands. But in the
a bit rubbish.
meantime, look, just a bit of housekeeping. We've done various bits and bobs as we've gone along. But before we let you go, wonderful listeners, we just want to say, if you've enjoyed this, subscribe to it, and then never miss another episode of this crazy fantasy bullshit ever again. So hit the subscribe button either here on Twitch, or better yet, if you're watching this on catch up on YouTube, get your ass over there. Hit the subscribe button. Once we make it to 100 subscribes on YouTube, we're going to do a very special first date one shot going back to how Barty and Theo met. So if you think this is wild, wait till you've seen like the Married at First Sight version of this. We need 100, so we need about 50 more subscribers. So tell all your friends, gather around all your fellow nerds and nerdlets, and get them over to YouTube to subscribe for that. Right, enough of my wittering on. Check out the Ampersand D20 Discord channel. If you enjoy this, come meet more fellow creators. Come chat to these people. Come chat to me. Come to chat to other like-minded nerds on the Ampersand D20 Discord server. Right, I think that just about does it for 1 week, but it would be remiss of me not to let these wonderful people say goodbye. So, Mash, do you want to tell the people where they can find you?
Yeah, I'm here on Twitch Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. for Breakfast Bants. It's our way to start the day right and shiny and fun. I'm also an author. You can find me, Ash Hester, on Amazon. And if you haven't read my short story collection yet, you might want to, because I have some big news coming soon. You might want to have that
Yay.
book in the backlog out of the backlog even.
Cool.
So yeah, that's me.
Hanging. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for putting that tune together.
Oh,
Like, absolutely spectacular. Right, Callum, where can they find you?
yes, you can find me at Sealy TTRPG on the what's it called now? Twitter.
X.
Look, I'm going to call it Twitter. And also Blue Sky, I'm a bit more active on now as well, so you can find me
Hang on.
there. You can also go to sealyttrpg.com to see all sorts of comedy and TTRPG related things, and
You're doing
also
your sexy voiceover voice there. That was your sexy Cal
Well,
voice.
well, isn't it always sexy? Isn't it always? Yeah, I think it's really sexy. You can also, I tell you what, is a very special announcement. is that in the end of November, we are starting a very nerdy quiz, which I will be
Ooh.
on this channel, and you can be on the stream. You, as a contestant, all you need to do is go to the Discord channel and find the link on here and fill out that quick form. Tell me what your favorite fruit is, and you will be chosen to feature at some point, I am sure. So check that out. Go to the Discord channel, please.
Bosh. Love it. All right. Cat of the Tulips. Where can the people find you?
I'm Cat Tulip, and you can find me on the socials that I'm on as Cat Tulip, which is largely the Twitter and the Blue Skies. And I'm on Twitch, but not as Cat Tulip. You will find me in the background yelling on Kay's stream, or here. Really, that's it.
All right. Okay. And you heard his name already. Kalvin, where can the peeps find you?
Yeah, you can find me here on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 10 a.m. UK time, BST. Talking nonsense, playing video games. Sometimes we do silly challenge runs, other times we just do chill and chat. We have occasionally done a bit of Dark Souls 3 with crowd control recently, which has been a lot of fun.
So much fun.
So yeah,
Amazing.
much chaos, lots of fun.
Love it. And of course, I am AJ, your host on here, but you can normally find me as the Dungeon Master on the Adventurers Anonymous podcast. So wherever you get your podcasts from, check out the Adventurers Anonymous podcast. It's as inappropriate and silly as this. And, I'd really love you to come check it out. We've got 100 episodes of the Adventurers Anonymous podcast as of this week, so you've got lots of catching up to do. Right. You've been listening to Marrowshaft Nights. Thank you very much for coming and joining us on the seedy streets. And I'm guessing we're going to see you next week. But Cal, who are we raiding out to?
We are raiding into Scruff.
Oh,
That's
wait.
filthy.
Nice.
Hey.
He was going to
Alright.
raid into us.
Ah. Well, thank you very much, listeners. Been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for joining us. And we are looking forward to doing this all over again for you in the very near future. Big love.
Bye.